This one will take us right up to the break over to the dovetail stream. Yep, only 70 minutes to cross the whole Atlantic, Randolator. You got it right. Alright, pick up passengers before departure. Remember to turn on HEP using the switch on the rear panel. Or by pressing Q. Switch on the rear panel. Press E to go out and get stand up. HEP. HEP is now on. Step light, cab light, order light. Oh, that's the lead axle sander. Order light, okay. Gauge dimmer, let's turn that on. Got front lights on. Do you chat with your mum over video conference or something, Francois? My parents and I, we just have a phone call once or twice a week. And then when I do the model railway sessions, obviously, they video conference with Dad. Go via the Bergen Main Tunnel 3. See you later, Hectic T. Family Zoom at 9 PM. Nice. This is a U34CH, which I think, yes, makes it a U. Underwater vacuum bullet train. Like, basically a Hyperloop then. Where we heading? All the way to Dover. All the way up the Morristown branch. Try to find out it doesn't come out this tunnel. Yeah, it's just the Morristown line. Flying Scotsman. But it's getting closer. Radar, just a little donation. Hope you're well. Thank you very much indeed, Radar. Much appreciated. Yeah, that was why I was doing it toward it, because I quite like some of the shots of trains coming out of tunnels. Secaucus, Newark, South Orange, Maplewood, Milburn, Short Hills, so no. Yeah, Secaucus is somewhere else. There. We're a long way from Secaucus, we're down here. Oh, yes. Hey Neil, how's it going? Look at this, American train's doing 75 miles an hour. Are you okay with this sort of speed, baby? 55 coming up, and then who knows what, followed by a who knows what, followed by a 30. BR204 from River Games, do you have to buy it directly from them to get it, or can you buy it from the game itself? You have the Game Pass version. So it should be on Game Pass, and not as in the free sub, but it should be available to buy on the Microsoft Game Pass store, I think. If it isn't, let me know, and I'll go and find out why, because I know it was supposed to be going up. I don't know whether Rivet have Game Pass versions to give out. I'm not sure. The versions that they would give you would probably be Steam keys, which wouldn't be any use to you on that. Are achievements separate for Xbox and PC? Yes, they are. Completely different. There's no linkage between the two platforms at all. What, you saving them up for something, Crucible? Newark Broad Street, Track 3. Not at all. They're kind of pointless, to be honest. I've not really done anything with them, so... Mood. Must get a fair few watching if you've been watching all the streams so far just this weekend. That must have given quite a few. Is it a few a minute or something like that? Oh yeah, no, I've seen that you can add extra things. I just can't think of any extra things that I want to add. If people have got ideas, then by all means shout. One of the things I wondered was for making suggestions. You know, if it was 100 bits or 1,000 bits or something to make a suggestion for a scenario to play, I wondered if people might take a bit more time to find something even more amazing to recommend. Sometimes at the moment it feels like the suggestion sheet is just a dumping ground for I made this, please play it. Thank you for the follow, Luna Bunny. Hey Arthur King Beat, how's it going? Welcome back, Chain Boy. Yeah, not bad at all, Arthur. Not bad. Give it the beans. Drop that hammer. Yeah, I could make it so that you spend a certain number of chat points to participate in a TPTS. Well, nearly 1600 is. Nearly. I'm not going to let them off yet. We need another £2 some odd to get 1600. Yeah, mod only TPTS as well, yeah. South Orange, 4 miles. Yeah, it can do sub only as well. That sort of thing is really nice to make sub only because it's not like giveaways and things which are just a nightmare for every level. Whoa, what the heck just happened with the visuals? The sky just bloomed. Let's look at that way, shall we? Not sub only. Oh, I'm not saying every one of them would be like that. Not at all. It's like mod only. It's just different variations on an idea. Anyway, it's something to explore. I still want to do the team thing, where groups of you can get together in teams. Then we make a team active and they do a scenario. Then we make team 2 active and they do a scenario, and we compare and contrast how well they did. That kind of thing. That's kind of where I'd like to get it to. What I'm trying to find ways is reducing the number of people that take part in one session. Not for all of them. Sometimes the utter chaos is a good thing. But in some sessions, having less people and then sort of actually trying to, you know, have people take it seriously and see what they can do with it. The sky is on fire. Two miles. Trainbow, now I'm using my keyboard. Don't even think my controller's plugged in. like Trains vs Zombies, but with blue. South Orange. Have to say, quite like the sounds on this one. Not so keen on the brakes. Wanted to make sure the coaches are in the platform, yeah? Glod, absolutely, Rob. Ah, cool. It's an awful lot of old locos, so I don't know how much actual horsepower a 3400, a U34 had. I mean, I would guess 3400, but that doesn't sound right. Maplewood. I'm running a bit late. $3,600. Oh wow. So they're fairly beefy machines then. What he needs a thump. Melbourne. You need a nap. Go have a nap, train boy. It's a tiny one, yeah, probably. I'm actually not doing too bad. Bit of yawns, but some of that's because I'm sitting down and not moving around, so. Where'd the sound go? In theory, we'll be finished long in time, Rob. In theory. Yes, when I stop this, I shall get up and have a stretch for a few minutes before the dovetail stream. They're powerful brakes, but they seem to take a while to apply to Baked Bean Kid. Actually, I'm going to stand up for a minute. Oh, let me just turn this camera off. Have a stretch. Sitting down for too long in one place. Oh. Short hills, 1 mile. Right, coming into Short Hills. Take the opportunity to make a sneaky cup of coffee. Come on. Doors. No, brakes on. No, open the doors. Right. Has the chat gone to sleep here? Blinded by the sky. Hopefully the chat's gone to sleep because everyone that hasn't donated is gone to go and find their donating things and sort a donation out. 15.57 at the moment. We want to try and get it a bit further. Right, summits. Barg, 6 Diva, around later waves. Hello. Oh, got a yellow. No, that's green. Stop panic. Four o'clock. An hour to the dovetail stream. Got about half an hour left on this one by the looks of it. Half an hour plus the amount of minutes / hours that I'm running late. Right, we've arrived at the summit. I assume they call it that either because it's the top, or they didn't know what to call it, so they just called it summit. Right, leaded coffee. This is what it's all about. Yes, Baked Bean Kid, I do give you grief. What's your point? You're saying I shouldn't? Oh, I want to get out and walk around this station. It looks awesome. Why can't I get out and walk around? Fix it, Baked Bean Kid. Oh wow, if you find yourself in the wrong platform, it's a long hard walk. Oh no, there is a walkway here. Sort of. Is it time to go yet? Yeah, stop playing. Stop messing around, Matthew. It's easy if you work afternoons as well. Ouch. Why do I want to work afternoons as well? Come on. I've got to take the Lamborghini out for a ride at some point. Right, oh, we're on the way to Chatham now. Wait, this line goes from Chatham to Dover? Conspiracy. Or utter lack of originality. Oh yes, JP, the time taken to count the millions and bathe in it as well, don't forget that. You've got to bathe, you've got to bask in it and throw it in the air and... It was Scrooge McDuck that I was going for, JP, yes. Or DuckTales, as Fab Diva rightly points out. the 64th highest income place in the United States. So kind of the polar opposite of the UK one then. Which Learjet are you talking about, Rob? Oh, the one out of Gatwick. Yeah, I thought you meant the Heathrow one. The Heathrow one's in for repair. It's getting upgraded. The biggest thing going, Heathrow one is a Gulfstream, is that? I can't remember, they're just planes. It gets to a point where you've got so many, you just think it's planes numbers 1 to 503. I don't know what they all are. I've got people for that. Which one's the Honda Jet? Welcome back, Joya. The anti-mog invasion mecha. That's just the external ice cream machine. Just position an ice cream truck outside of anything you don't want to be invaded by Moggy, and it will never get touched until the ice cream machine runs out of ice cream. Then it's 10 times worse. No, I think he's immune to brain freeze. Yeah, I like the Western on West Somerset as well. If you put the ice cream van in front of the door to the room with the steam key generator, do you know what that creates, Crucible? A perpetual motion machine. Because you'd be spinning around so much you wouldn't know what to do. That's like if you put buttered toast, butter face up, strapped to the back of a cat, and then throw the cat off something. It creates a perpetual motion machine. I am not advocating throwing cats, just want to make that clear. Or strapping toast to the back of them. But I think that the ice cream van and the steam key generator is kind of the toast cat of Moggy World. Isn't Stormtroopers versus Red Shirts where the Stormtrooper fires off 300 shots, misses every one, and the Red Shirt still dies? That's Moggy abuse. Well, is Moggy here? Ah, Moggy is partaking in Sunday luncheon. Yes, that makes sense. I'm just not getting the hang of the brakes on this thing. Convent. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder that. It seems like when I put more brake on, they become less effective, Baked Bean Kid. I've tried leaving it to the last second, Thelonious, but then I way overshoot because it just doesn't want to stop. Right, Convent is in 1.8 miles. Another mile to Convent. I need to run this route some more. Do it with an electric train. Don't get the horrible frame stutter. Get fresh. Are you running a mechanical hard drive or are you running an SSD? And if you're running a mechanical, when was the last time you defragged it? You're running NVMe SSD. That's what I'm running. PCI, an M2 PCIe NVMe SSD. One of the really fast ones. Hey, Binobots! How are you doing, sir? So you've got more and faster RAM than I've got. I think I've got 3 GHz RAM, get fresh, and I've only got 16 gig. But it's not a RAM thing. What's your GPU set to? What sort of GPU have you got and what CPU get fresh? convent is named after the railway station that was constructed there during the 1870s to serve the 200-acre complex of the Academy of St Elizabeth, a Catholic school, currently operating under the auspices of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Paterson. The Academy, the first secondary school for young women in the state, was founded in 1860. 1070 Ti and an i7 8700. So I've got a 980 Ti, so my graphics is similar to yours, and you've got a more modern CPU than mine. Mine's a 6700. What settings are you running? It sounds like yours should run as well as mine, to be honest, at least as well as mine. You've got all the right bits, that means that it should run the same as mine. Morristown. Doesn't sound like any part of the system is lacking, to be honest, Joya. You can now skin trucks and ATS, ETS. Oh, nice one being on bot. This one does stutter occasionally. What I've noticed with this one, Get Fresh, is that I have to reboot it periodically. So now I always reboot it before I do a stream. I've also I think I've got an FPS limit set on mine. So I'm getting about 55. But different add-ons will give very different frame rates. It's not consistent at all, Get Fresh. One thing I have got on mine, if you're using SSAA 3x3, drop it to 2x2. The visual difference isn't that much, but the performance difference is tremendous. Or turn it off entirely and use DSR. Yeah, if you get the stutter as you're going along, if it, like in this same move, it all of a sudden stutters a bit and then carries on again, that's tile loading. That's generally down to loading data off of the disk. If it's certain viewpoints and things like that, if it's consistent, then it's going to be something down to what's happening with the graphics. I.e., if looking at a train like that is low FPS, but looking at the sky is high FPS, then that suggests it's something that the graphics is doing. Well, getting SSD is what you do about tile loading, but if you've already got that, and it's definitely installed to the SSD, then no, that's about as much as you can do. But as you see, I don't really get tile stutter that much at all. Unless I don't reboot the machine very often. We've been looking for an excuse to get TSW. Nice. It's on Humble Bundle at the moment, I think, from what people are saying. You can get it cheaper. Train Simulator is more CPU dependent than GPU. Train Sim World will just chew up everything you've got. Oh yeah, look, direct is so much better as a brake. Wow. Have they just got the core game on Humble Bundle, folks, or have they got any of the DLC as well for TSW? 86 unit space. There's DLCs as well. Nice. Oh yes, because Rob J was saying that he got the core plus heavy freight DLC for like £19, didn't he? 10 minutes behind schedule here. And clearly not gunning it hard enough from station to station. I was just thinking that too, Baked Bean Kid. Minus 12,000. We're at minus. No, minus. No, we're not learning about the score, Matthew. We're talking about the charity total. 1,557, which is a brilliant total. But we can do better. We can do better. No, I honestly think some of the reshade stuff is it's a bit like the Emperor's New Clothes. I think some of it's people want it to be better and they see it being better, but I don't know if it is. I think you'll find that some elements get better and some elements get worse. It's a bit of a brute force approach to solving the problem, whereas really that's not how it would be done. Morris Plains. 4 more stops to do. Oh yeah, it stops so much better in direct mode. Wow. Mount Tabor. No, it's a poster, but it's being bloomed out. At least the sky has dimmed down enough now that it's not blooming so much. Hey Burbridge, thank you very much for that donation, which tops us up to 1,600. Thank you very much indeed. What do you think, folks? Can we make that other 400 quid by the end of the night? I think we can. Thank you for that donation, A. Burbridge. Another anonymous, not much, but always like to help, Matt. Thank you very much indeed. Hey, not much is still tons, it's still loads. Thank you very much indeed. It all helps. Very much appreciated, thank you. Yep, JP, as you say, every little helps. The charities will put everything we give them to good use. And our end total is made up of lots of small donations and a few very generous big ones. And if those lots of small donations make up, you know, they help bulk the total up really nicely. Oh, that was you, Bo9Bot. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And that's appreciated, B9Bot, it really is. Oh, another train! Denville's just around the corner, so yeah, I've missed doing them, B9Bot. I like these charity events. And one thing that this one has shown me is, okay, this was a bit too tight, but I don't have to spend a long time organising it to make one happen. which is what scared me off doing it previously. Because I don't have a lot of time. Not at the moment, so... But this one I did in a day. Which tells me, basically, just do it. It's better that it happens and it's not fabulous than it not happen. Yeah, that's a teeny little platform, isn't it? It's for 3 coaches. Danville. When do I think I'll return to regular weekday night streaming? I'm not sure. I am very busy with something at the moment, and there's things I want to achieve with it that mean I'm going to have to spend on some of my evenings as well. So, but I can't say what that is. But soon as possible. I know I keep saying it. I need to find a better way of balancing. I'm failing miserably at the moment. Yes and no, P9 Bot. Work is a priority, but it does need to be balanced. And Dovetail is very clear on that. It's, you know, it's not Dovetail's goal in life to demand every minute of every hour. But it's sometimes how it ends up working out. Does the missus give me grief over the hours I work? Oh, she's given up. I've worked long hours everywhere I've worked. Which does lead me to wonder if the problem is me and not the places I work. So no, sadly she sort of got used to it, which is not really the right thing, but... We've also got very different hobbies and interests, so we don't live in each other's pockets. I think some couples find it difficult or wrong if they're not, you know, finding ways to live in each other's pockets, and we've never been like that. We do our own things. We come together for things. We do our own things. So workaholic. I am very conscious of that word. Super paranoid about that word, P9 Bot. I often quiz myself if that's the problem. I don't think it is, but as with any aholic type thing, the person who's suffering is normally not the right person to make the judgment. So Nebworth Anonymous, don't mind me just playing with numbers again. 16, 16, 16. Thank you very much. It's like it's got little jets. They look like little jets that are blasting and achieving absolutely nothing useful. If they were only pointing in that direction, that would look really cool. Like the coaches had little burners on them. That's what I tell myself. That's what I tell myself. But I'm also aware that one can make up lots of excuses. 16 is your favourite. Okay. I don't have a favourite number. The only reason I've got a favourite colour is because I know it winds people up. And that is the only reason it's my favourite colour. Until I realised pink won't wound people up, and I thought that was just hilarious. I never had a favourite colour, and I had no idea at all why people would have a favourite colour. Is the correct term perfectionist? See, I don't think I'm a perfectionist. I know perfectionists, and I'm definitely not a perfectionist. I am quite happy to let stuff go out that's not perfect. Because good enough is still pretty darn good. Wolves and Trains, are the wave listeners and kids doing well? They are indeed, thank you for asking. Final station coming up, Rob. We still got time. I think this one was due to finish in about 10 minutes time on the plan. Yep, 4:50. No, 3:30 it was due to finish. Oh, okay. Hey, no, 3:30 was due to start. What are you talking about? Yeah, I think last time we spoke over lunch, she was going to go upstairs and get on with some video editing. There's a group of us now. I'm failing miserably, but so Easily Confused and her, Cameron, I think to a lesser extent. I don't think we've got a fourth yet. We're doing a Minecraft series for uploading to YouTube called Four Corners, which is meant to be like an explorer thing. So she's got her own private server, and we log in and we're doing things, but we're all doing them individually. The idea is that everyone goes out to the four corners of the Minecraft server and then works their way back to the beginning, to the home section again. So she's been making quite a few videos on that, so she was busy editing those. You have the brief but no login. Oh, okay, sorry. I thought the document had the login details in it. Apologies, EC. She's probably waiting for me to send them, and I thought she'd send them, which meant that you're getting left out. Yay, organisation. Well, you see, even when I was at my last place, I was doing online banking security, Thelonious, which is just nobody's hobby. But then software engineering is my hobby, so kind of it overlapped with that. And then after online banking security, it was local government call centres, which is probably not high in the global hobby list. Yeah, that's what I said earlier on, Chatham going to Dover. I'm like, well, that is actually a line in the UK. You can go from Chatham to Dover. There's probably not many boats here, though. Wolves and Trains, so yours rail fanning videos or something? To clear that dry filter really clogged, oh dear. It's just a stop. I don't have to open the doors, yeah? So we're 10 minutes late. I've been worse. Minus 31,000. What medal do you think we'll get, folks? What medal? What medal? Gold, silver, or bronze? I'll get a lol. One of Moggy's lolly sticks. What's a silver glod, or is that meant